I'm Ebong.
I'm Sonya.
And I'm Kate.
And today we're dishing with you from Public Bar, which is located at 1214 18th Street Northwest. And this is our first anniversary live taping.
Happy anniversary!
Woo! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
Awesome. Well, our guest today on our anniversary show is Paxton, founder of Clutter Cleaner, and you may have even seen him as the hoarding expert on A&E's Hoarders. I feel like there should be that smoke that happens every commercial break.
And a cake.
Yes.
Yeah, so hoarding. The hoarding specialist. I watch this show during my lunch break at the office, so I actually eat while I watch the show.
Probably not what you want to do while you're watching the show. Yeah.
It is disgusting. And I don't have the smell memory that I'm sure you have. So can you give us a little smell-o-vision of what happens during your cleanups?
I mean, you can usually smell the house about a block away.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you'll smell the cat urine, the cat feces. Most hoarders love cats. I don't know why. But
old ladies.
We typically, hoarders tend to be.
What is the definition of a hoarder first? Just in case someone hasn't seen this show, which would be rare.
A hoarder is someone that basically clutter has negatively affected their life. And it's not like you or me that would have a messy closet. This is someone that's going to have 10 feet of trash, of stuff all the way through the house. There's a little path that you can walk through, and that's about it.
So their house is not usable because it's a storage.
Condemned, right? And many of the houses are condemned.
They've lost their life, they've lost their family, they've lost their jobs, they've lost everything in their life. So all they have left is their stuff.
And their cats and the stuff.
And so they really hold on to their stuff because their stuff doesn't leave them, their stuff doesn't hit them, their stuff doesn't hate them, their stuff doesn't judge them. And that's the real mental, I mean, it is a mental look. That's not why people watch the show. People watch the show because it's a train wreck in motion. But for the people that are living in this, it's a great opportunity for them to see that they're not alone. And there's usually a really awful, horrible reason that they do this.
Do they submit them? Who submits them for the show?
How do you find these people? You just drive around until you smell the smell?
We used to. When we started, we would look for, we'd look to see the blinds were pushed against the windows. We'd look for a couple cars in the front yard. Now that the show's on, we don't have to do that. We have a backlog of a couple hundred houses that we can go help at all.
Can you imagine a couple hundred houses?
There's 3.5 million people in the country that have this, and we're doing 5 a month. So I mean,
wow, you clean them in 2 days?
We 2 to 3 days. We have the ones we do on TV, and then we have the ones that we do privately.
Right, because your clutter cleaner business was independent from
We've been doing it for 5 years before we got on TV. It's just cool now that we're on TV.
This is fascinating for a lot of people, but I'm sure that the people that are actually hoarders, I don't know if they find it so fascinating. Elena wants to know, do these people actually want to be helped?
Some do, some don't. If they don't want to be helped, we don't even go in the house anymore. We've learned the hard way. If they're not ready to get help, just walk away. It's very similar to alcoholism. You got a buddy that's an alcoholic, and he ain't ready he hadn't hit rock bottom yet, don't waste your time.
So do you guys have some 12-step program that you say, this is how we're going to help you to not be a hoarder anymore?
Yeah, it's a 7-step program. We're working on it. We've actually are working on a book about it right now, which is pretty exciting. But we have a process that works for us with families. The key is the person has to want to change, and they have to be brutally honest. I mean, we're going to walk into a house and find, 6 feet of poop in their home. They got to be really honest about that with us, because me and my guys are not the kind of guys that are going to just, joke about that and not talk. We're going to get right down to it and say, why did you take a shit in your kitchen?
Well, and also,
that's not okay. Like, what's up with that?
Well, and I feel like on the A&E show, you used to be like, let's talk about the pile of crap that you have over there. And now you're like, dude, what is that? You've gotten meaner. What's the transition?
I've learned that some people can handle it. They tend to put me now towards the hoarders that can handle it and that really need it. We've learned that most of these hoarders have been judged all their life. Their family yells at them. My job is to treat them as equals. I'm going to talk to them just like I would talk to you or my buddies, and I'm going to make fun of them just like I'm going to make fun of my brother, and they better make fun of me right back. And what happens is we find that they're more willing to work and get real because no one's ever treated them like a real friend or a real family.
And that's the one where a perfect example would be for people who are ready. So do you have an example of those who haven't been ready? You've walked in dog shit.
What's the craziest shit?
What crazy stuff I've found? I mean, we've had everything from, we found 6 feet of recycled adult diapers, which was aggressive. and you could smell it. I mean, from about a block away. It was just 6 feet of poop.
Recycled adult diapers.
My favorite episode was the time that you found the cat that had died on the box, and when you picked it up, it was like this. It was like...
Yes. We found 100 dead cats in this house. We found a skunk in that same home, and you couldn't smell the skunk. Because the cats were a skunk sprayed me, you couldn't even smell it.
Well, so Nam wants to know, when you find these things, how do you keep it together and not get sick or throw up? Or...
I mean, it takes a lot now to throw us. I mean, we've learned just don't react. As soon as the camera's off, or as soon as we're not with the person, we throw up and we can't believe it. I mean, we find bags of poop all the time, and we found a bag of 100 rats today. And the lady saved them in case somebody needed 100 rats. That's disgusting.
To sell on eBay.
To sell on eBay. But you can't freak out. You have to act like it's normal. You have to act like you've been there before, an old business rule.
Yeah.
Treat them with respect. Be good to them. You can freak out when they're not around, but these people cannot afford to be judged or made fun of, so you have to be really, really
That's
careful.
the emotional component of it.
It's more emotional than physical. It's never really about the stuff.
Yeah.
It's about something bad that's
Because
happened.
they're using it to bury the emotion.
They're building a wall.
Yeah, and they're
They're building a physical and mental wall.
They're burying
My
it
job
alive.
is to knock it down, but we get some crazy stuff. I mean, we found Chinese. We found a Disney porn collection that was really aggressive. That guy had to go to jail, unfortunately. We found. I mean, money. We found $13,000 cash, poop, animals, you name it.
So it's not all bad stuff. Sometimes you find good stuff under
Often
there.
we find more money. We found $40,000 in savings bonds the other day.
What?
Yeah.
And the dead cats were
What do you
guarding
let them keep? I mean,
Whatever they
Bag
want,
of
they're in
rats.
charge.
so even if maybe it's not disgusting, feces and other things that they're keeping, but maybe they just keep old magazines and newspapers, and it is cluttering their life. You'll still let them keep
There's
it.
a reason they keep it. My job is to say, here's your limits, here's your barriers. You can keep whatever you want within these limits.
How did you start doing this?
I failed at everything else in my life, and this was all that was left.
But you're an entrepreneur. So
I am. I've failed at many, many other business ventures, and I was broke. I needed to pay rent. I started cleaning up old ladies' homes, and it just spiraled from there.
Did you ever think about doing a cross-referencing another show and having the guy that does dirty jobs come on and do yours?
I'm going after him.
You should go
I'm
after
going
him.
after him. I'm going to beat him in the ratings. We're working on a development deal with A&E. I'm coming after Mike Rowe. My mom said, you're no Mike Rowe, but I'm going to try to be. I'm going after him.
Well, we've
Mad
been fascinated. I mean, everyone's fascinated by the things you find, so keep helping those people.
Thank you.
Keep
I think you
showing
should get
us.
shirts made that are like a bag with rats in it. I would buy that in a hot
We
second.
have respectthepoop.com. It's coming
Really?
live soon. We're excited. Watch us Monday nights at 10 on A&E. It's also on demand on Comcast.
Or during
Please
your lunch
watch us.
break, like I do.
Or not while you're eating.
internet.
Not while you're
Don't want you
I
to
can't
watch
get
it.
enough.
Thanks for watching this episode. As always, follow us on the District Dish or be our fan on Facebook. Tell us what you thought of Matt in this episode and send us
And
some
where you're
suggestions.
born.
Send us suggestions on who you'd like to see on future episodes. Thanks again for watching the District Dish.